question is, do I remember Micky Love? I remember him most sincerely, folks. He used to wear a tuxedo. He danced extremely well. He was a very good tap dancer. We had these kid shows in those days. And before they went on, I used to ask each and every one of the kids separately. I'd say, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Dear Hugh.
The kids would say, well, I want to be a football player. I want to be a jockey. I want to be an aviator. I asked Micky the same question. I said, what do you want to be when you grow up, son? He looked me straight in the eye. And I can remember the exact words he used. He said, I'm going to be you.
But next up on the sofa, we've got a very special guest indeed, and a close personal friend of mine. Entertainment began when he was 10 years old. Now, this is a man who's had more than his fair share of life's ups and downs. By the age of 30, he'd lost everything. The next 11 years were spent fighting a much publicised battle against alcoholism, which happily he's won. And it's a measure of the man that he's made a terrific comeback with his hit game show, Family Values. And he's even found time to write a book, aptly entitled Last Orders, Please. Well, here to tell us all about it is a broadcasting legend and a lousy golfer, the old rogue himself, Micky Love. Hi, Micky.
Hello, Paddy.
Back on the old sofa, eh? I see you've had it recovered recently. What, they used a couple of your old pullovers, did they?
Hey, I'm only kidding. You have to laugh. You have to what?
You
have to laugh. Absolutely.
Now, listen, I'm going to come to the book in a minute, but first of all, I'd like to ask you about Family Values, because it's been a tremendous success,
Well, it
hasn't
has,
it?
Paddy, it has.
Now, it's a bittersweet book, isn't
It is.
it? Because it's got the showbiz, but it's also got the drinking.
Well, I've tried to be as honest as I can with my public out there, because I have to admit it, yes, I have in the past had a problem with alcohol.
Very sure about me now. It's been lonely.
I'm telling you, you watch it.
That's very kind.
What do you want to...
This is the teacher of television. Forget Saturday Night Live, forget Network 7. This is going to change the face of youth TV. It's sexy, it's punky, it's spunky, it's got balls, and it's got me. Let me run you through a sample menu. You know Cher, the American singer?
It's intelligent storylines.
Wait a minute, you've just described cheese.
Right.
It's raw, it's out there, it's happening, it's in your face, it's up your arse, and I'm offering it to you. Brilliant.
What about a title?
Anything goes.
Anything goes.
Well, you peak time game show.
Peak time, live. Dangerous.
I think it has potential.
It's got
Yeah,
potential.
it's got enormous potential. Oh, like a coffee? Greg?
I'll fix myself a bucks.
Righty, Dave, could I have a word with you, please?
It's got disaster written all over it.
The bitch likes it, you know what this means?
One of the other peak time shows is going to have to go. Crosswits. Kiss and Tell. Or Family Values. Thank you, Violet.
Yeah, thanks, Violet. Well, I mean, it can't be Family Values. Micky's rock solid, and so's Paddy.
Mm-hmm.
Only one man for the job, really.
Bye-bye, Bob. Spend some time in court with the missus.
Family Values. Family Values, it's finished.
Family Values is going to be axed.
Family Values,
It's been my pleasure, Paddy, my pleasure.
Look the book again if you can. See you, Paddy.
OK.
You'll be all right. How's the wife?
Oh, fine.
Sure? I thought you had a...
No.
Oh.
Hello?
Now, I'm going to come to the moon.
All right, come on. Work to be done. Morning, Tessa. Yeah, what about last night, eh? Wasn't he fantastic? Faldo, he stuffed that yank 5 to 4. The little 9-iron that did it, and I told him about that. He'd get this T-shirt sewn up before tomorrow. Morning, love. Morning, Sue. Hey, now then, what's all this about 3 shows? Russell called me last night. He's doing 3 shows today. Today? Yeah. Dotsie, how are you? Did it work for you? Sure. By the way, that new driver of mine needs a bloody good rocket. In fact, he needs to be out. In one of those screens in the car, yakety-yakety-yak. Bulletproof screen. That's what we need. Soundproof for me, bulletproof for him. You have to laugh, don't you? You have to what? You have to laugh. Absolutely. Where's Russell, our producer? Remember? Quick as you like, Pumpkin. I want to be in my office now.
Micky. Micky. Micky, I need a word.
Not now, Tamsin. 3 shows. We'll be here all night. Where are the scripts?
On your desk.
Sure they are. You're a puppet.
Micky, they're axing the show.
What?
It's very important. Ah, Russell. No, Russell, come on in.
No,
No,
I'm just
come
gonna
in,
go through some script changes.
come in. Let's have some lights, David, please. Right, for those of you that don't know, those of you that do, this is Russell James. This is Micky's producer. He's our man on the inside. He's finally agreed to stitch his mate up good and proper. I think it's fair to say that without his treachery, none of this would have been possible. So, say hello, Judas.
You can see, he's already.
No, hold on, no, we've got a couple.
No, it's fine.
Well, no, you need something that's going to compliment us.
Chloe, dear.
Yeah, very funny. Get back in your boxes. Marry me.
What? You got the job, didn't you?
Yes! 13 shows, start straight away.
What, that teenager? That hormonal little runt is going to replace me? Micky Love? Is going to replace my show? That's ridiculous.
Well, that's what she
No, you
said.
can't replace Family Values. It's the station's #1 program. Tried. I had dinner with the head of programming last week, and she stated categorically that she wanted to renew my contract for the next 3 years.
I'm sure she
Great
does.
team. Rock solid. That's how she described me. Rock solid. A solitary beacon of broadcasting professionalism.
Micky Love's contract is up for renewal. Get onto his agent, will you? We can afford to be generous, thank you, love.
Generous? Are you sure?
Quite sure. We hang on to the good ones.
Everything else comes and goes, Tamsin. But we are in our 13th series. Why? Greg Dean. Besides, Greg Dean's in America anyway.
Is he?
So his driver told me this morning.
It's obviously just a hoax.
Obviously.
A cheap joke.
Cheap joke. Ha, ha, ha.
Well, I'm satisfied. I'm convinced.
Good.
You sure you're all right?
Yes, I'm all right. Go away.
You won't be rude about it.
Well, I'm going to brood about Greg Dean, aren't I? Oh, yes. Go on. Bugger off. Now, here's one. Roger, a tax inspector from Ilford who can play God Save the Queen with his armpit.
No. It works exactly like This Is Your Life. We have his family on one side and his friends from the world of showbiz on the other. I told you, okay?
Hold on, did we get hold of Tim Faldo?
Nick Faldo. No, he's in Sweden.
Oh, that's a pity. I wanted to ask him about his fanny.
Esther, love, here, listen, get ready for this. Don't shout at me. Here's a drag. They want me to do 3 shows today. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Esther, I did. I shouted at them. I yelled. I gave them a thunderous rocket. I mean, you know what I'm like. You can imagine, but what can you do? They pay the wages, so I've got to do 3 shows. Sorry. Oh, Thanks, love. No, don't come to the studio. Don't be silly. It's boring old rubbish, you know. I'll see you at home. I'll give you a special kiss, eh? Eh? Do you love me? I love you too. Bye. Babs, hi, it's me. We're on for tonight. Come to the studio after the second show. Yeah. And if anyone asks, say that you're my niece, right? 400, no, that's a bit more than usual. No, that's fine. No, that's fine. Babs, hey, don't forget all the special little bits and pieces, eh?
By 1972, he was in our homes 5 nights a week and the youngest millionaire on television.
And my guests on the Micky Love show tonight include John Conte, Arthur Askey, and Dora Bryan. But first, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the big lad himself, the MP for Rochdale, Mr. Cyril Smith.
So our first guest is Doreen from Doncaster. In comes Doreen. Hello, Doreen. See what her hair looks like. Do some stuff about that. Either that or the dress. Right, and you used to work in a supermarket, and I believe you've got a funny story about that, haven't you, Doreen? Mm-hmm. That's right. The baked beans fell on you, didn't they? Broke your legs, didn't they? Then I've got a choice of gags. Yeah. So I suppose you weren't too full of beans that day, Micky says. Or Micky says, I suppose you canned that job then, didn't you? Which do you think?
Pick one.
All right, beans it is. So I suppose you weren't so full of beans that day, Doreen, right? Yeah. Good. Now then, Doreen, I believe you brought your lovely little 10-year-old son, Alex. 10-year-old son, Alex, whose hobbies include pissing, thieving, and farts.
Use your glasses.
There's nothing wrong with my eyesight. Fishing, reading, and darts. Whose hobbies include fishing, reading, and darts. And I believe when you were in hospital with Alex, Doreen, you... What is all that noise about, anyway?
Apparently Greg Dean's marrying some girl on the second floor.
Bastard will be divorced in a couple of years, anyway.
Consumer Affairs correspondent.
Right, now, they'll come down like this. Can you wait at the top? Can you wait at the top of the stairs?
Coming! He's on his way, now!
All right, someone to take him. Loose the drapes, please. We can take the stairs out now. Colin!
Right, morning all. Here comes Micky. All right, Dave. All right, see the brokers made a bid, eh, James. Hello. All right. Hey, you, Linda, I don't want a green face next week, all right? Phil, John, I think tonight, what John? Toby, what's the matter? Toby? What's going on? Martin Byrne, please. I think there's something off, something specific. A hunch I've got. Atmosphere. I want you to put your feelers out, Martin. Martin, can you hear me? Shit, bollocks! Hello. Well, I'm Micky, aren't I? You caught me doing my swearing practice. Have you come to see the show, girls?
Yes.
Marvellous. Where have you come from?
Wales.
Now, I know what you're going to say. You're going to say it's a coincidence.
What?
Well, I made a few calls, and apparently there was a meeting on the 4th floor. Greg Dean's not in America. No. Greg Dean was in the meeting on the 4th floor with the head of programming and those other two.
It's a coincidence.
I know.
Told you not to brood.
Yeah, no, you're quite right.
Satisfied?
Satisfied? No, absolutely. It's pure coincidence.
Surely.
So I just want you to work your way back along the rumour until we get to the truth.
Micky.
Just so we can stop thinking about this once and for all.
I can't leave the phones.
That's all right. I've arranged for Dennis to man the phones.
Dennis is a cleaner.
So we can give him a quick polish while he's at it. Please?
Hello, Vista TV. David Critchley's office, please.
I'll try and transfer you.
Come on. I've got all day.